Where's my license? Smile properly, bro. Smile properly. Smile properly, bro. Pretty smile. not crazy crackhead eyes. I got it. I was like, what the hell is Adam Draft? It's... Oh, Mackenzie's assignments. I need a username. Why is it lower temperatures expected? I mean, higher temperatures. Higher UV. Higher temperatures. The sun's like kind of blinding me, but I'll get through it. I think I might open it up on my phone. I'm sure that she's probably in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and say real quickly, I'll recap here in a few minutes. But, ma'am, I've been in contact with your local detective. See, like, I can't see. I'm telling you, like, Matt's still alive? Oh, he's probably training the babies. He needs to teach me his calls. And is it Mish? I don't know if it's short for Michelle, Michigan, whatever. He did email me back this morning, stating that he will be calling me. But what I think is really strange is in my email, I did include screenshots of every phone number I have ever spoke to Gabby on, which there is a total of 5. There is 4 that is apparently hers and 1 that is Aaron's, but still there is 5. Share away. And I do find it a little strange that he was not aware that these are all her phone numbers. I did think that that was a little odd. I don't want paper towel blowing everywhere. Here, stuff it like by your butt or something. You can put it in my bag too if you need to. Yeah, he actually, I think what he actually responded was that he sees that I believe one of them is hers. But I do have text messages. I do see a few of those are from Miss Jacobson's number. So I'm assuming that only one of them. Cupcake, I have not been friends with her in quite some time. Show proof of what, Charlie? Because from my understanding, so I did speak with Feisty, who provided me with the detective's information. I did email him last night. Feisty has screenshots of it all, but I don't want to put this guy's name out there and or potentially jeopardize the case. But no, you guys haven't missed much of it. Just that I said that I reached out to the detective and provided him with some very incriminating text messages. And like I said, Feisty has seen everything that I have sent, including his response email back at 8:33 a.m. this morning. So if Feisty wants to speak on that she's seen the proof, she can do so. What kind of really irritated me is while I was speaking with Feisty, and Feisty also has all of the screenshots that I sent. Sugar, go ahead. So, anything that I sent to the detective, Feisty also has for, like, proof, validation, whatever. The only thing that he responded this morning was, thank you for reaching out. He was going to contact me via phone. And, so that I can provide him with some more information. And he said, I do see a few of those are from Miss Jacobson's phone number. So, as of right now, that's all I'm really saying. Feisty can validate that the text messages that I showed her are probably not going to end very well in Gabby's case. And it is nothing against Feisty, because I understand that she's just taking, word of mouth from other people. But what really irritated me and kind of hit that nerve was I am fed up, and I'm going to make this very clear. I was never sent any revealing photos of her child. Never. Ever. Never. I was sent one picture. I have already showed it. I will show it again. There is nothing revealing or incriminating in this. The last time I showed it, I was told that this is apparently a newer photo. I don't know how people know. They were saying something about the one I was sent was taken while she's been in Florida. The one that people are talking about that has went around is when she lived in Illinois. Another thing I'm going to make very clear. I did not know, had never spoke to Gabby when she lived in Illinois. My first conversation with Gabby took place in July of last year. So, why bring up what? Oh, hang on. I wasn't even looking. Whoever that the little sunshine emoji is. So from my understanding is he originally started off investigating the said trolls. But I will tell you, with what was just sent to him, the investigation very much has switched over to Gabby. That's all I'm going to say about that. Also, when I received said message or picture, I guess we can say, from Gabby, I did tell her, I was like, wow, really? So his leg is, inappropriateness. So this is the picture in full. There is nothing edited. Let me know. I'm going to try to watch from my other phone to make sure. But with me sitting outside, I don't know how much can be seen. And if I have to go in, I'll go in. But this is the photo. Work with me. Hang on. There is nothing that shows anything inappropriate. I can't see. Hang on. Do I go this way? I do go this way. Well, and that's what I'm being told, Freckles, is that this is not. And so that's the same photo you saw. Okay. So from what my understanding was that this is what she told me. This was the photo, and somebody took a red mark over his leg and was trying to say that it was privates. But this is, you can see the frame around it. This is the entirety of the photo that I was sent. Give me 2 seconds and I'll show you my response to it. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see. Okay, see, and that's what I'm being told. I did not speak to her when she lived in Illinois. So, when she sent me that photo, and I'm going to show the entirety. The date on that, let me go back to the original message. Just like she sent me, so the date on that is September 5th at 1:06 p.m. Let me stand up so I can actually see my iPad. It's white, but I'm going to try. Okay, do you see? September 5th, 1:06 p.m. That is the entirety of the photo. And maybe I should take it out of my case. Hang on. Because I have to hold the flap with one hand. And so this is the message. She sends me the picture. Wow, really? So his leg and his arm is his. She says, yup, I told you. I so want to make a video with both pictures to call them out as liars, but I won't. What I mean by both pictures is, like I said, I was told there was a red mark put right here to make it appear that this was something that it shouldn't be. That is what I meant by both. Not that I got anything else. She says, I told you. I know, so do I. Well, if you want, since Weirdo CPS is stalking you, I will post it for you. You can claim you don't know how or where that I got it from if you're asked. Then it clears your name as sending, quote, pics. I will let you know, hold off for now. That was the first red flag. Why am I holding off? That's really strange. I won't do anything without your permission. This is literally our messages. There's scrolling through it. She says, it will come. And then we go into talking about the Discord call that I was given about changing the owner of a Reddit account. I was wondering what that, like I said, that was my first question. Why? You have CPS at your house claiming that you're sending said pictures. She's telling me she's not. Right, exactly. What do you want to hear? And like I said, if you go up, just so you guys can see, when you click on it, it does not show anything else. It doesn't. So, one, I was not sent any type of a revealing photo. So I'm going to say, quit saying that I was. Because at this point, now that you see the actual messages, date, time, photo, anything further, knowingly, falsely stating that statement is slander. Period. When this picture was also sent to me on September 6th, I also had not been with Keith for almost a month completely. Unblocked, it wasn't a matter of covering up dirty work. She didn't want that picture being posted because she actively had CPS there. And it's a picture of nothing. So, how is that dirty work? Oh, as far as that goes, I don't know. My reply to her was that I thought it was fucking dumb and I didn't think it was gonna work. But she claimed to be in such fear and wanted him to come home. And like literally it was some dumbass, like, I see you. I wasn't playing into it. And like I told Feisty, I've honestly been like, because she's like, oh, she has given all of this stuff to you know who. Why not just say the detective? That's really dumb. I've been waiting to be like, is this one of the messages that she gave trying to cry out to him? So like I said, the screenshots were sent to him. He has it all. The text messages to me, yes. She does state that she wanted him to come home from work, but that he wouldn't. So she wanted it to seem like somebody was following her. I don't know. It depends on when Feisty's live was, if she said that. Right, sugar. So apparently it was sent to somebody else. MC, I think so that way, I don't know, either A, it didn't show up on her phone where he could see that it was her, like the app being downloaded, or what, but I'm not gonna lie. The hundreds of screenshots that she sent me of these text messages that she was getting, I would about put money that they are her. I did not text him, no. Right, Gabby's crazy train. I did not know Gabby. I did not speak to Gabby. I didn't know anything about Gabby in Illinois. My first communication with her was in July of last year. I did give that all to the detective. I sent Gabby, I want to say it was 3 messages. I am trying to figure out, because I literally just threw a bunch of letters and numbers into a freaking thing. I am trying to gain access to that account so that I can send the screenshots to the detective as well. I know I have nothing to worry about when it comes to the pictures. I literally have not ever seen anything like that. And as being somebody who was a first-time mom, who has dealt with diaper rashes, who has dealt with milk intolerance. My son was on Nutramigen because he couldn't even have, like Pro-Sobe soy milk. He couldn't have sensitive formula. He couldn't even have my breast milk. He was so sensitive, and both him and Mackenzie were colic. There are times and places, I have not seen this photo. Like I said, I was told by Gabby that somebody took the same photo she sent me and scribbled a red line over it. If there is a revealing photo, I don't want to see it. Somebody can confirm by word of mouth. But there are times and places. 1, there are pediatricians, there are urgent cares, period. 2, you have a mother a grandmother, that you can pick up the phone and call and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what it looks like. What should I do? To me, the pure acting ignorance and acting like she's done, like last night, I was raged. First of all, if somebody sent a text saying that they could see into Cam's window is fucked. Leave that little boy out of it. Speak about her parenting. Speak about her neglectfulness. Do not target that child. 2, I don't believe that it happened. I will tell you this right the now. I wouldn't care if my child was 1, 4, 10, or even still at 18. If I get a text message that says somebody is looking in my child's window, I'm on the phone with 911, I'm sitting outside locked and loaded. I'm not turning to a TikTok live. I'm also not going to say, oh, it's okay because tomorrow I'll send it to the you-know-who. The fact that she goes to a TikTok live and then she acts dumb and then she says, oh, I'm going to bed. Like I said, you can bet your sweet ass I will be sitting in a bush locked and loaded. I'm not going to bed. Well, and since when did this child start sleeping in her bed or in his bed? Because 2 weeks ago, while they were brown chicken brown cowing, he was in bed with her. I don't believe that there was ever a text. And I think 90% of her, I'm going to send it to you-know-who. She's not saying I'm going to send it to the detective because she never sends anything. Because there's nothing to send. But I will be damned that I'm going to get on a live and then, oh, well, this happened. And then turn around and be like, oh, okay, deuces, I'm going to bed. I do believe that she's creating fake narratives. Like I said, why? She literally, I forgot who I seen it. I was swiping last night. And somebody posted, I want to say it was May 15th. There was 5, I think, different videos where apparently somebody posted about a lawnmower and people were knocking on her door. Right there, 110% act and skit. You call 911, you're crying hysterically. I'm so scared, please hurry, please hurry, please hurry, please hurry. And then when the police show up and you can hear the irritation in this cop's voice when he walks in, he's like, what's going on now? She then makes it well, somebody is, they posted, they're cyber stalking. Do you know what the definition of cyber stalking is? Is it harassing? Sure. Do I think I have an idea as to who's doing the Craigslist? Yeah. But you need to look up the definitions because these cops look at you in pure ignorance when you're like, oh, I'm being cyber stalked, and you don't even know the definition of it, honey. But you go from crying hysterically, you can't breathe, please hurry, I'm so scared because somebody's knocking on your fucking door. That, mind you didn't have a problem opening, to then chatting with the cop like everything's kosher. That's really strange. And why, at no point in time, I get, like, if something's going on, somebody might turn to a live so that if something happens, it's recorded, there's people, whatever. But why at no point in time did you decide to turn your phone off and call Aaron? What do you mean by it was the neighbors? Like, were they coming to the wrong house? Oh. I was her mod for like literally a week. Unblocked, I really didn't like do anything or much. So here, let me explain. So up until September, both myself and Miss Ashley Cat, bitch, had a out of state restraining order on somebody, mutual party, and late June-ish, I can go through my messages with Ashley and find them. She messages and she says, you know, oh, well, so-and-so now has new victims. And I'm like, well, what are you even talking about? Well, she can't talk about us, so she's moved on, and now she's attacking these twin sisters. And I was like, dude, are you serious? So I watched, like, 2 of her lives, okay? I am going to be frank. I should have done my research. Not even gonna lie. I watched, like, 2 of her lives. She's like, I just want it all to stop. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the drama. Mind you, I don't know at this point that this is a big, huge act, that she seeks and fuels and craves attention and drama. Okay? I joined her live for literally 31 seconds. That's it. Hey, my name's Jessica. So look, I know what you're going through. I can kind of help you out, simmer it down a little bit. If you want, reach out to me. Done. Oh, I said, it will be done through Zoom. You know, you don't even have to leave your house. Okay? Done. Conversation's done. She reaches out to me on TikTok. I give her my phone number. We started exchanging texts. I do send her a picture of the restraining order to validate what I'm saying is true. I give her the link. She was like, so I said, you just gotta like create a profile. You go in. I was literally on the phone walking her through the steps of where and how that you had to submit said request. So at that point, I felt sorry for this girl, okay? Being in the shoes of being harassed and my family attacked. Now, let me pause and explain. I have had 2 federal FBI agents at my house. I have had my house swatted. And when I say swatted, they shut down my street. They surrounded my house, including my backyard. They were on all sides of my house. And guess what? It was unfounded. I have had now 3 CPS calls, unfounded. I've had multiple wellness checks. Please sent to my house for wellness checks. Shit, where do I go? I've been through it, okay? And I felt bad for this woman because she's got a little kid, and I've been there, okay? So I felt sorry. She says she's going to mod me. She needs help because all of her mods were bailing. I don't remember. This is, I want to say about the time Monique was a mod. I don't know. I remember Monique. I'm trying to think of the names. But anyway, so she tells me she's going to mod me, and I tell her, listen, this is what I did with Ashley. You have to watch the door, okay? People come in, you look at their following, their followers. If they're following followers are trolls, get rid of them. If they're posting videos about you, get rid of them. Obviously, anything in the chat that, is ridiculous, get rid of them, right? So I start hitting all these people, okay? It is like all day long. And I would screenshot who I blocked and would send it to her after the live. Well, then her views dropped, right? Because everybody and their mom were, quote, trolls. So everybody and their mom were getting blocked, right? So then she tells me, well, don't block them. Well, what do you want me to do? Just, if they're in the chat and they're being nasty, get rid of them. Okay. The very next day, block them. Then she turns around and she says, don't block them. To the point that I legitimately told her, one day you're saying block them, the next it's not. It's block them, then it's not. I said, just remove me. And she responds back, okay, I'm removing you as a mod. Okay, bye. Where'd it go?
I'm not sure.
What's that number? Every time I answer, nobody's there. Well, then here, I'm going to do this because this is literally the first time that I'm looking at the chat. If you don't like it, there's a door. You don't have to be here. Period. Lisa, I haven't talked to Kimberly in quite some time. Actually, I haven't contacted anybody's child. And you know what's really funny is I had a whole ass another person reach out to me talking about how they have proof that Ashley emailed all 5 of their kids through their school email. So, thanks. Definitely haven't. Show me the proof, please. Because what you fail to understand is that that same person spoke with Ashley from March until September and was never provided a single screenshot or an ounce of proof that I ever emailed anybody. So, nice try. Really? Because I can show you the text messages where I was a mod for literally a week. Oh, is this Gabby? I'm obsessed with Gabby. I want to marry her. Well, and hence why I haven't spoke to Gabby in quite some time. Oh, do we think that that's Aaron? I think it's Gabby. Shouldn't Aaron be at work? No, Sammy, it's blocking people that are talking ignorant. Freckles, no, I text Aaron on Friday and told him that his girlfriend was crashing out on live while his son was running the house alone and that she probably needs a 5150, but he never responded. I can show you the text messages. Friday? Why? Again. You're speaking facts, so can you show me the facts? Carrie, so it's called evidence. Because at that point, you have a concerned viewer that is reaching out to the parent who is ignoring the fact that she is mentally unstable and he is leaving his child with that said mentally unstable, it's called using your brain. I don't know if you know, but there is a such thing as using your brain. And you know what's even funnier is while you're in here, well, why'd you do it? I said on the live, I should text Aaron and tell him that she's crashing out and that he needs to go get his son. Do you know how many people in my comments said do it? Yeah, do you know how many accounts that I was accused of being that I wasn't, Sammy? So do you, again, where's the proof? Please do post. Carrie, I didn't say that he isn't. Never once. Never once. But all it takes is somebody taking that screenshot and providing it to CPS, one of the people that are in communication with the supervisor or the actual worker, and saying, look, there are concerns that are being ignored. Okay, well, again, you don't have to be here. But I'm not going to continue to allow my name to be ran through the mud and told that I'm sent shit that I'm not, all because people like you want to sit here and run your mouth. Period. Long, I'm 99% sure that I was blocked because he read the first one, but the second one still shows unread. His diagnosis, I don't believe that he has a diagnosis. I think that she made it up. And as for her faked losses, you most certainly can see the date and time. I have called her out repeatedly. Sunday, Friday. There you go. The second one is unread. The first one shows the 2 blue dots. You know, if you want to see the messages before she sent the picture, all you have to do is say it instead of, oh, she won't show it. Again, ignorance. Which part do you want to see? Do you want to see where she sends me the text between her and the CPS worker? Nope, never met her in person. I was sent a phone number to client relations. She said she called in a complaint. Good, what did they say? She allegedly has a lawyer meeting at 11:30. Okay, let's scroll some more. Lawyer called. They said to contact a lawyer. Little confused about that. Right there, I say I'm a little confused. Lawyer called you and told you to contact a lawyer? Okay. send her the video clip. Yeah, it's supposed to be a complaint. And there's the picture at the bottom. So what am I not showing? What audio clip? There's like multiple. Why do I still have what? The picture of nothing? Because I'm not going to be accused of having something that I don't have. It's literally about my court hearing. Did not go to jail today, but that was normal, kind of expected. Today was just presenting the case. At the end, she said she was going to take everything into advisement, and I'm playing it. That she would let both Ashley and I know, because there was 2 of us that filed contempt on her. I chewed her attorney. Yeah, like I've had a protection order against somebody for 2 years with multiple violations on said protection order. I will say I would be very shocked if she's not found in contempt. I think that, well, I know that now that I pointed out that she never... Aaron's white. I mean, if you want to call being friends, well, that was, let's see. If you call this all being friends, sure. Where do you want me to start? Because I've went through and shown 90% of my messages with Gabby, where she's been cussed out one side and down another, demanding that I answer her right now because, you know, she thinks that she's something, accusing me of giving Nelson, what's her name, Faith's letter, telling her to drop the shit between Laura, Waffles, and Brownie. If that's, you know... Oh my God. I'm literally having to swipe back and forth. Tuesday, Friday, Monday. There wasn't really any messages between me and Aaron aside from Gabby messaging me from Aaron's phone. In a panic about, like, the Attorney General apparently being at court. Do you really think that he's there? And I sent a picture of who the Attorney General apparently is. I was sent a Natalia, and it clearly has Brownie's name and address, alleged phone number, birth date, I guess household members, names on it. That was sent by Aaron. the alleged email that I allegedly sent. Him saying, you said Waffle's name is Natalia. I don't have boxes on here. It says you have to go live for 30 minutes on 3 separate days. I can switch over to my other account. I have boxes over there. Okay. I'll be right back.